So if you're familiar with my channel, I am all about not aging, turning back that aging clock. And believe it or not, the holidays age us. In this video, I'm going to share my top tips to help avoid aging during these holiday months that we have coming up. As a retired personal trainer, it's been my experience that this time of year, women seem to have a tendency or a habit of putting their self-care habits on hold. They get overwhelmed, there's lots of stress, they have holidays coming up, the families and the house become a priority. Hey, I know, getting those decorations up in time so that you're not the last one in the neighborhood, or you're not doing it after all of the freezing rain has started to occur. Whatever it is, it really becomes more challenging than ever, especially for women, to keep up the great habits that they have built all year long. We start burning the candle at both ends. This is not good, and it ages us. Stress, poor diet, lack of sleep and exercise, all these things contribute to aging. I care about you guys, and I am invested in your health and happiness. Most of these tips focus on nutrition. It's my belief that if you put good things in your body, then the outside will reflect your choices. Tip number 1 starts with have your first meal of the day be a savory one. Now, for all you intermittent fasters, I'm not saying breakfast because you probably aren't eating breakfast. Your first meal of the day, whether that is at 7 a.m. or 11 a.m. Whatever time, I want you to focus on making it a savory start to your eating window. What is savory? It's the opposite of sweet. Some examples of savory might be an omelet with sausages or vegetables. It could also be scrambled eggs, egg whites. Sometimes I wake up and I have a couple of cans of sardines. Don't judge me. It's so good for you and gives me all the energy. I know I've got my protein in. Also, I do keep vegetables all the time in the refrigerator, so it's easy to pull those out, scramble some eggs, and enjoy breakfast that way. Even steak in the morning is delicious. Don't knock it until you try it. Now, why do we want to do savory to start the day? Because savory and focusing on protein will help satisfy your hunger. Sweet things like toast, jam, even oats. Oh my gosh, I love my oats, but not in the morning, not in the morning. When you eat things that are sweet or have a sweet flavor to it, even smoothies, these things drive your hunger and will likely spike your insulin, leading to a crash later on. We really want to focus on keeping our insulin levels steady throughout the day. Every time we spike our insulin, we are aging ourselves. That insulin spike goes up, we're aging. We're aging the entire time until it comes back down. Things like toast, things like oatmeal, things like sweet potatoes or any kind of potatoes, rice, and sugary cereals, even smoothies, will spike your insulin level. We're trying to avoid those spikes so that we don't age as much. Managing your blood sugar levels improves your mood, your focus, and your energy levels. All of these are really important, especially when we're trying to get through the holidays. Tip number 2, throughout the holiday season, eat your foods in a particular order. I had no idea how important this was until I recently wore a continuous glucose monitor. Here's the order that works best for most people. Fiber first. You're putting that fiber into your digestion system, and it's creating a nice layer of fiber. What do I mean by fiber? Well, often I'll just grab a couple of pieces of broccoli and eat those while I'm making the rest of my meal. You want to layer on top of that fiber either more vegetables in the form of a salad or other vegetables, or go straight in to your protein and fats. Next, you would want to consume your carbs and starches. Only after the carbs and starches would you eat your sugars. You don't have to eat those sugars every time, but if you're going to have them, it's best to add them in last. Making that change to try to eat 90% of your meals in that particular order, you will have significant results in improving your mood, your energy, and your focus. I guarantee it. The third tip, this is big, y'all, prioritize protein. For the last 2 years, I was a vegan. I could not eat animal meat. It was such a challenging time for me. I was having some digestive issues. While I was out in an RV hiking every single day, something amazing happened. And all of a sudden, I was able to eat meat again. I started out slow. And basically now I have no issues with it. I'm able to digest everything and my body is responding. Whether you eat animal products or not, as a woman near or in or past menopause, you should be prioritizing protein in your diet. There's a couple of reasons why. The first reason is we are losing muscle more than we can put it on. It is such a challenge at our age. Protein, protein, protein is what we need to be focused on. Now, when I say prioritizing protein, I don't mean that's the only thing you need to eat. I mean that's what you need to build your meals around. Don't fill up on breads, don't fill up on potatoes, don't fill up on your starches and carbs. Make sure you're filling up on your protein. That's why proteins and fat come in right after that fiber and vegetables. Now, when you do it this way, first fiber, then vegetables, then protein and fats, you very rarely will even want anything like those carbs and starches and sweets afterwards. And if you do, they will be in much smaller portions than you would have enjoyed them had you not eaten in this order. So don't be surprised if the tips that I am giving you all of a sudden make you start losing a little bit of fat around your middle. It happened to me, and I really thought that was impossible at my age. Now, when it comes to holidays, there's so much entertaining. We're either cooking or going to somebody's party where we need to bring something. One of my best tips is to always bring a vegetable plate or a pan of grilled vegetables to share. If you're cooking, make sure you have these things available for yourself and your guests. Why? Well, just refer back to the previous rule. Fill up on fiber and vegetables first. Making or bringing these types of dishes guarantees you success in following the previous rule of eating your food in order. You may say, oh, I don't have time to make a vegetable plate. Well, they sell them already made at most grocery stores. Or I don't have time to add another dish to my holiday meal. Well, here's my tip. Go to Costco or Sprouts or any good grocers and find this bag of vegetables. It is the most delicious, hands down, healthy grilled vegetables that I have ever purchased. I find mine here locally at Costco in a big bag or Sprouts in smaller bags. You simply have to dump them into a casserole dish and warm them up. They are already cooked. I'm trying to make it easy here for you guys to have success. Trust me on this one, they're delicious. Tip number 5, move your body. I know your list is getting longer. It's insane. There are some things that you can do. Maybe it's so cold outside that you really don't feel like going for that morning run, or you've got too many things in the afternoon to make that aerobics class. I get it. I really do. You can't leave your health for the last thing on your list. You must make yourself as important as you make everyone else. So here's my tip. After you eat a meal that includes high starchy foods or maybe even a sweet dessert, make it a priority to move your body. And maybe this means getting everyone together to go for a walk. Or maybe it means you're going to do 100 squats at the end of your meal and do something with all of that glucose that you just spiked in your bodies. Even sitting under the table, there is research out here that proves this. You doing calf raises, all I'm saying is lifting your toes up and bringing your heels down, up and down in a controlled way, squeezing those muscles tight, can lower your blood sugar as much as 20 points in just 10 minutes. Crazy. I can just look under all those Thanksgiving tables and see those feet moving. Don't let yourself come last on your holiday list. Move your body. It is so important as we age. If you don't move it, you will lose it. I don't want that for you. And I know you don't want that for you. Tip number 6. Have you guys tried Yoga Nidra? My channel has a playlist dedicated to really short and sweet Yoga Nidra meditations. Yoga Nidra is amazing. You're going to love it. Trust me on this one. You just put your headphones on, you pick which one you want to listen to, you follow the instructions. 15 minutes later, you get up and you feel like you just had the best power nap. But instead of feeling groggy and wanting to sleep there the rest of the day, you are energized and ready to go. This 10 minutes, take it for yourself. Trust me on this one. You will thank me later. The very last tip, I'm not even numbering it, is drink water, stay hydrated. Hydrated skin is lovely skin. And last but not least, keep a grateful heart. Whatever it is you are grateful for, keep it right there and present and go through every moment of every day just being so grateful. We really don't know what tomorrow could bring. And today we have reasons for being grateful. I am so grateful for all of you. I am blown away. Just today, we hit 1,000 subscribers. My mind is blown. I am so happy to find a tribe where my craziness resonates with others. Yes, we can do this. Grow younger together naturally. Thank you so much and have just the best holidays.